Hello everyone, this is Clinton from Pocket View, and today will be our first video on our new segment called Pick the Right Launch. I'm not going to overload you with too much information, but to instead focus on very specific and important points of this upcoming new launch that we will be covering. Disclaimer, as usual, what I'm about to share does not constitute to financial advice. They are solely based on my opinions on the market, so please do your own due diligence. Now, since the back-to-back launch of the Miss Lentor Hills, Grand Diamond and Pine Tree in July, there has been a lack of prominent launches in recent months, but that is about to change with probably the launch of the year, in my opinion, in the CCR segment. Today we'll be going over to District 11 to cover the Watten House. Jointly developed by UOL and Singapore Land, Watten House sits on the former Watten Estate condo, 220,000 square feet of freehold land spread across 8 blocks of 5-storey apartments nestled within the Watten Estate. At the point of this video, we only know there's going to be over a total of 180 units that comprises of only 3 to 5 bedrooms, with the smallest starting from about 1,000 square feet all the way to 5 bedrooms at 2,300 square feet, and of course the penthouses at approximately 3,400 to 4,000 square feet. One quick look at the artist impression, and based on the sizes available, it clearly shows you that the developers are building a very luxurious product that is targeting consumers who are probably more interested in getting a larger floor plate units that fit their space requirements rather than a unit that fits their budget. So is the Watten House really worth the wait? Let's whip out the QP framework to assess what we have in front of us. As usual, the first circle, quality. Point number 1, land size, facilities and facade. Because there's only so much I know at this point of time with only an artist impression given to us, I can immediately tell you that Watten House is going to likely ace this consideration. I mean, 220,000 square feet of land space with only 180 units in total. You can only imagine the exclusivity of the development itself. UOL is famous for building you quality products, so I'm pretty much putting my money on it that they will continue to deliver up to high standards, and it seems like the design ethos are mirrored off the likes of Mega House in District 15 and Nassim Park in District 10. I, for one, am very excited to see it. Point number 2, layout. Larger than usual sizes that would likely not disappoint. As mentioned, UOL never fails to give you clean and efficient space. Point number 3, location, MRT and amenities. 6 to 7 minutes walk to Tan Kah Kee MRT, NTUC Finest at Coronation Plaza, walking distance to the Greenwood belt of eateries, a short drive to PIE, Orchard and down south towards AYE and CBD. Less the usual peak hours jam, the connectivity by foot and car is quite amazing. Point number 4, views. I can imagine some units will be facing the pool and some other units facing towards the unblocked landed properties. Because Watten House is perched high up the slopes of Watten Estate, I expect the views to be one of the main selling points. So for the first circle of quality, even without seeing the show flat or a glimpse of the site plan, I'm betting that UOL's track record in delivering quality homes will make Watten House stand out against other competition. Circle number 2, exit strategy. Point number 1, supply demand. There is just so little supply in an area with high demand, so this really doesn't need any debating whatsoever. Point number 2, transformation. In an upmarket area like this, what transformation would you expect? It will actually be a problem if there's a transformation coming up, because transformation usually always means increasing footfall in a certain area, and that's the last thing owners there would want to be facing. Point number 3, schools. Yes, this is likely going to be a crowd puller. 1 km to Nanyang Primary School and Raffles Girls Primary School. These 2 top schools needs no introduction. It just gives you that something extra when you sell it in the resale market in the future. Point number 4, target audiences. Who are your future buyers going to be? Firstly, the developer's intention to build larger floor plate units kind of already tell you who they are targeting. Watten House is clearly not a mass market project. It is designed to attract the more affluent buyers out there who are looking for a very quiet and exclusive neighborhood and actually don't mind paying a premium for that opportunity to do so. So for the exit strategy circle, this is also another no-brainer. Which brings me to my most important circle that you should be mindful about, and that is price. Given the break-even cost of Watten House is approximately 2,700 plus per square foot, let's assume a selling price of about 3,150 per square foot. Now, people are already paying $2,200 to $2,400 per square foot, $3.5 million for a 3-bedroom, and $5 million for a 4-bedroom in the Shelford, which, to be fair, is one of the more sought-after properties in the neighbourhood. Besides the Shelford, you have other older and smaller developments in Adam Park already hitting $2,000 per square foot, so there isn't really much to compare due to the lack of similar supply. Now, if Watten House goes at a price of around $3,100 plus per square foot, it represents a 30% premium over the best we have in the area. That sounds just about right, huh? The overall quantum should set you back around $4.5 million for a 3+ study and around $5.5 million for a 4-bedroom. If it's based on absolute price tag, the premium doesn't look that significant. Now, if I compare with recent launches in that area, we can only take references from the likes of Royal Green and Leedon Green. Royal Green sells for around $2,800 to $2,900 per square foot in the end, while Leedon Green is selling the last range of 3 to 4 bedrooms at around the $3,200 per square foot mark. Now, this puts it on par with Watten House, and of course, this comparison is based on my estimate that Watten House should sell at approximately $3,100 to $3,200 per square foot. That's still a big if, of course. In conclusion, Watten House is not your average launch that you're going to see. It is a type of luxury product that is built to cater to a niche group of people. It resembles the build of Leedon residences at Leedon Heights to a certain extent, where the developers were clearly targeting consumers who are pretty much sick and tired of the smaller sizes that new launches typically gives you. With larger size comes larger price tags, hence this is the clearest trade-off for me. Will it sell very well on the first day? I don't think so. I mean, this is not a mass market project. But will it sell out eventually or sell well eventually? The answer is a resounding yes. It is your opportunity to buy into a rare commodity like a Patek Philippe watch or even a Birkin bag. However, like every other luxury goods or anything in life, there's always a price to it. The quality and exit strategy are no-brainers, so it all depends ultimately on the price if you question if the property has tremendous value or not down the road. My take is if you can get anything below $3,200 per square foot, it is a very safe entry level. If you are presented with anything higher, perhaps take one step backwards to evaluate the pros of such purchase and weigh against the cons of the premium paid. One thing for sure is definitely going to be a property for keeps. With that, I have come to the end of our first video on the new segment called Pick the Right Launch. If you have any questions about Watten House, I'm always a phone call away. The preview is likely going to start from November onwards. As always, if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button as I bring you more interesting picks using the QBE method. And until our next video, please buy safe.